So I'm now on to my third prototype of a cloud wheel sleeve that will go on my skateboard. For those just tuning in, I am on a journey to create a sleeve that will go over my skateboard wheels. These are 75mm wheels and they can't really go off terrain or on the grass or so on. So I'm basically wanting to create some bigger wheels. Yes, I'm going to lose some torque and yes, I'll lose some distance, but for the purposes I am looking for, it won't be a problem. And this is an X-Way Ripple, which is one of the cheapest skateboards that you can get on the market. I think it starts at about £450 on Amazon. And unfortunately, you can't upgrade it. So I'm on a journey to see if I can create a prototype that will work for this skateboard. So far, I have had 2 failed attempts, and I have right now my printer going, and it is about to print my 3rd iteration. Now, to give you some idea of what I've created, I'm going to walk you through my Fusion 360 design now. So this is what I've put together for my latest version. So you can see it in here. What I've done is I have basically redesigned my wheel and I put these holes in. The idea here is to hopefully give it more flexibility in the diagram. And I've increased the lip size because the previous version was coming off the skateboard wheel. So hopefully this should help it to retain on there. Thanks to Burning Rubber 60 who recommended the chamfering edge, so it should hopefully be easier to slide on. So we'll see. Now what I've also done is I brought this into Cura by Ultimaker, and you can see here the settings I'm using. So I've got a wall thickness of 1.4mm, and I'm using high speed TPU, which I'm printing at 230 degrees, and I have the bed plate set to 25, and I'm printing at 90mm a second, which is quite fast in comparison. And you can currently see I'm using 184 grams, and this is going to take 23 hours and 10 minutes, and I've got that currently running behind me. And what I really enjoy about the Ultimaker software is that for the structures you can use these tree components which actually reduce the wastage. And then you can see as we go down into my diagram, I've also opted for these sort of grid system. So you can see here my infill, I've set that to 40%. So hopefully that will give us a bit more flexibility. So I'm going to know shortly whether that is too much or not. I've just heard the printer's just finished the first print that took actually 24 hours to do. So I'm going to get that now and see what we can find. Okay, so the 3D print has just completed and I've just taken it off the print bed. So I'm going to need to get this a little bit cleaned up, and we'll have a look at it in a bit more detail. And here is the wheel all tidied up. Still could do with a bit more of a clean, but overall I'm quite happy with it. It's got a good flexibility. It's not majorly flexible, but this should be a step in the right direction. So it's got a bit of flex to it. I can feel when I push in that there's a bit of flexibility. I would have thought that when I'm actually with my weight on a skateboard, that should hopefully flex a bit. So I will continue to print another 3 of these. That's going to take me 3 days at basically 24 hours of print time. And I've ordered some additional orange TPU to make sure I don't run out when I'm doing this project. And then I will see if I can get this thing a test ride on it. So yeah, I'm going to try and see if I can get this to go over a wheel. I think I'll do some clearing up or tidying up on here, and we'll see what we can do. So the 3D wheels are printed and I can now assemble them and try and put them on the skateboard. That is the plan for tonight. and then I'm going to see how this thing rides, if at all. So follow me. So I have 4 wheels printed. These are, I'm going to warm them up by the fire to see if I can get them to go over the skateboard wheels, and we'll see. And that's Alba. Okay, quick update. I have managed to warm up one of the wheels, put it near the fire, and look, it is on, and it looks like it's quite secure on there and spins quite nicely. So I'm going to do all of the other ones now and see how we get on. Okay, so we've got all the wheels mounted. And Alba is being a pain. Alba, sit. Good girl.